Hey, folks. Hey, superstars. Hey, welcome to the Sunday Mindset Message here. This is your host and your speaker, Wesley Virgin, where I go live every Sunday to give you the mindset message for today here. And I'm feeling absolutely good. Oh, man, I had an outstanding morning. You can't believe it here. But listen, I want to talk about there are no gains without the pains. Okay? There are no gains without the pains. And, I really want all of you to really think about that. And, think about your current situation right now. Think about what you're currently doing here. And I get it. It's April. No, it's May. Cinco de Mayo, May 5th right now. We're almost half through the year. And I know all of us, we're working on something, right? Can I get an amen? If you're working on something, it could be a project, could be a business. It could be something brand new. It could be something that you're thinking about. But come at the word amen. If you're working on something, or you're thinking about working on something, and, you're in the season of winter. Right now it's raining outside here in Houston, Texas. It's storming and it's flooding a little bit and thundering and lightning. And, sometimes when that happens in our lives, in our business, and even in our relationships, we tend to get discouraged. We tend to resort back to some of depression. Some of us get despondent. Some of us get stressed out. And, when you're just laying there on a Sunday and you're thinking about all the bills that need to be paid, you're thinking about your debt, your credit. You're thinking about you got to go to work tomorrow. You got to find a job. You want a new job. You're thinking about the business that's going in the negative direction here. But listen, and we all know this, okay? We all know this. And let me share something with you. I've been there. Like, I've been exactly where all of you are right now, okay? With my hand over my heart, I've been there. I've been broke, busted, poor, bad credit, no cars, riding the bus, sleeping in my car. I've been in a terrible, toxic relationship. I've made bad decisions. I've invested money and didn't make any money. I've been in debt, and I've had a negative balance from the bank account several times, and I've had school debt. I've been there, and I have children. Okay. So, however, what I began to realize was that if I wanted the gains, like if I wanted the progress, I had to be willing to go through the pains here. I've been working out for a very long time. Many of you know I go to the gym 5 days a week here, and I love working out. But there's always a moment where you can get stagnant, or you feel you get stuck. You're not making progress. You're not losing weight. Your body's not leaning properly. You're not losing the fat that you want to lose. And I've had that moment several times working out in the gym. And what I've realized, and I think what we all realize, that if you're not willing to experience more pain, you won't get the gains. So like even going to the gym, even though I was working out, I was feeling good, but I felt that I was stuck a bit. And then I realized that I was avoiding more pain. Because like, who wants pain going to the gym? Like, who wants pain in anything we do? No one. But I want you to think about something. Some of the most successful people on the planet, okay, millionaires, billionaires, very successful artists, actors, athletes, they are willing. Now look at the word. I want you to comment the word willing. Like, they are consciously willing to experience more pain only because it leads to the pleasure that they desire to have. Does that make sense? Like, they're willing to do it. Many of you are trying to avoid pain. Like, many of you want the easy way to make money, the easy way to do this, the easy way to talk to a girl, the easy way to be in a good relationship, the easy way to be married, the easy way to lose weight, the fastest, the quickest way. But extremely successful people, they're willing to experience more pain. And they almost want more pain because they understand the more pain that they feel increases the possibilities of progress and their gain. Does that make sense? Are you listening to me? Smash the love and like button if you're listening to my voice right now, because I'm talking to you. Many of you, because, many people, it can be my DMs, it can be when I'm driving my McLaren and people approach me and they always want to know, what do I do and how can they do it? And like this weekend, I went to some place and I met this guy and he was checking me in at a door, and he was a black young man. He said, man, I think I know you. And I said, from where? I think the internet. And, oh, you that guy that talks on the internet about motivation and goals and blah, blah, blah. I said, that is possible. And he says, man, I said, well, what do you want? Because he said, man, can we have a meeting? How do you mentor? I said, I charge $100,000. He said, oh, man. He said, well, I said, well, what are you trying to do? He said, well, I'm just trying to be a better man. I want to be a man. I mean, that's what he said. This man is 21, 22 years old. And he said, I just want to be a good man. I want, and I'm thinking to myself, and this happens quite often. And I'm thinking to myself, how can you become something if you don't know what you want? Because that's what I asked him. I said, well, what do you really want? I mean, you're already a man. All right, you're a man, aren't you? You're not. You're 21 years old. You got an ID. Right? But what I realized that many of you, the reason why you're not making progress, the reason why you're in, how you perceive your life, you feel that you're not making progress because you don't know what you want. Like, you just don't know. Like, you don't know, because you might say, well, Wesley, I'm already experiencing a lot of pain and I'm still not making progress. Yeah, but the pain that you're experiencing is the pain that you're inflicting on yourself. Like, no one's telling you to take drugs. No one's telling you to smoke weed. No one's telling you to drink alcohol. No one's telling you to vape. No one's telling you to use the credit card and spend and spend and spend and ruin your credit. No one's telling you to spend more money at the end of the month than you have in your bank account. That's what you're doing. Like, you're inflicting this pain that is leading to your digress, not your progress. Does that make sense? The type of pain that I'm talking about, I want you to write this down. I'm talking about sacrifice. Let me say that one more time, because I don't think you heard that properly. I'm talking about sacrifice. That's the pain. See, sacrifice is sacrificing the man or the woman who you are right now. Like sacrificing bad habits, sacrificing the bad negative traits, sacrificing your negative attitude, sacrificing your perception. Many of you look at life, you're very cynical about life. You're very negative. This is not working. I'm stressed out. Whatever. Well, you got to sacrifice that. Sacrifice those emotions of cynicism. That means put it to the side. The bad attitude, put it to the side. The negative talk. Many of you, you know why a lot of you are not making any progress? You're 40 and 50 and 30 years old. It's because you can't stop. You can't divorce this notion of being negative about everything. I look at the comments all the time. I hear people, oh, Wes, I'm having a tough time and I'm in a dark space. Turn on the goddamn light then. I'm drowning. Well, listen, I'm going to throw you a life vest. Put it on. Start swimming. Wes, I'm falling off the cliff. Well, take a parachute. Pull the cord. Pull the cable. Does that make sense? Sacrifice. Okay? Like, sacrifice is painful because think about how, I went out to a little event this weekend. I'm looking at all these people. They drinking, having fun. And I'm thinking to myself, I promise you, dollars to donuts, that most of these people do this every single weekend. Chase girls, chase guys, drink until they drunk. Every weekend. Can you imagine being a person like that? A lot of you, that's who you are. And you wonder why you're not making the progress financially in your life, that your business is not working, your ideal is not blooming. I mean, pay attention. Pay attention to what you're doing on a daily basis, hour by hour. Many of you need a schedule. I have a schedule. How many of you have a schedule? And I'm not talking about a BS schedule, like what time is happy hour, or when you got to go to the next birthday party, or when you have to go to the family reunion. I'm talking about a schedule of discipline. Write that word down. Discipline. Okay? Even to be disciplined is painful. Oh, it is. Listen, like me, I'm a very disciplined person when it comes to going to the gym. I have to do it even though I don't want to do it. I have to do it even though I don't want to do it. That's what discipline is. I have a sales team this Sunday. They're working today. It doesn't, listen, they probably don't want to work today. They want to make money, but they want to take a break. But the people that's working today on a Sunday, especially on my team, that's discipline. That's doing things that you don't even want to do, but you got to do. Like, I got to work out. I got to read a book. I meditated 2 times today with my boo. Me and my girl, when we wake up every single morning, we meditate. I taught her how to do this. I said, baby, when we get up, we meditate. It can be 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but we're going to meditate every single day of our life. I remember when I first introduced meditation to her, and she just felt like she couldn't do it because her mind was always just, her mind was always everywhere, right? She was a little stressed out and overwhelmed about business and all this. Listen, once she began to meditate, once she began just to listen to me and let me take leadership and begin to meditate, her business is almost at $100,000 a month. She's not an internet marketer, folks. She has a conventional business. Her business tripled in less than 3 months just by meditating, organizing her thoughts. See, that's another form of discipline. Many of you, I tell you to meditate. You still don't do it. You may do it for a week, then you stop. You may do it for 2 days, then you stop. That's not a disciplined person. A disciplined person continues to do things even though they're not getting the results. Why? Because everything counts. Listen, hello? Everything that you do counts. Do you not understand that? It all counts. That's what you have to really ram in the back of your mind. Even what you're doing right now counts. Listening to me, it counts. I'm worth $30 million. I'm rich. I'm wealthy. So you listen to a guy that's already successful. So you're learning something tonight or this morning. It counts towards something in your future. Everything that you do today, everything that you watch today, who you're going to text, what you're going to read, where you go, it's Cinco de Mayo, right? So I know a lot of you are going to get drunk. It all counts. It's either going to elevate you or innovate you. You're either going to progress or digress. Everything that you do every day is working towards something. Does that make sense? It's not one thing that makes a person rich. It's not one workout that makes a person fit and sexy. It's not one thing that makes a relationship work. It's a collective thing. It's an aggregate of several simple, small things that if you do them continuously, consistently, then you get the pleasure that you want. Listen, I want you to understand something. Everybody has pain in their life. Can I get an amen? Like, who doesn't have a little pain? Everybody has adversities, challenges. Many of you are trying to run away from the challenges like Usain Bolt. You're trying to run from every problem, every issue. Deal with it. Do you not understand the quickest way to make $1 million is to solve $1 million problem? The fastest way to make $1 billion is to solve $1 billion problem. And you're trying to run away from, you're trying to avoid them. All of you, that's what you want to do. Oh, I don't want to lose money. Well, I'm scared. I don't know if this is going to work. You're not going to be rich. People that's very skeptical when it comes to investments. It's always somebody, oh, I don't know. I'm skeptical. Well, I don't know. Am I going to lose this money? Well, when am I going to make my money back? Listen, you're thinking and talking like a person that got a goddamn job. And I would suggest you to stay at your 9 to 5. You can't play on this side of the field. Because on this side of the field, you got to be resilient and you got to be decisive. I always know when a person is going to be rich. An indecisive person, they're not going to be rich. If you can't make decisions for your life or your business, or whether you should invest your money or not, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make $1 million. Okay? It's not going to happen. Are you guys listening to me here, ladies and gentlemen? I'm talking to you this Sunday. I'm looking at the comments below. Comment below if this is making sense. Comment below if you're taking notes. That's another thing. When someone that is speaking, that is living the lifestyle that you want to live, why wouldn't you take notes? You're just laying there listening to some of you, just laying there listening, and that's all you're doing. But somebody else is laying there and they're writing notes. So somebody else is, they're up at a desk in their office and they're taking notes. The TV's not on, nothing's on, and they're sedulously and they're immense in this conversation right now. And they're taking notes right now. They're writing everything down. They got headphones on and they're serious students. Some of you are not even serious students. You're not serious. And that's why your life sucks. That's why it's average. That's why your life is mediocre. That's why you don't have any money in the bank account, or not the money that you should have. That's why you still been at a job for 15, 10, 30, 20 years. And you say, oh, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to leave. I'm afraid to lose. I'm afraid. Hello? Many of you, you're just not a serious student here. Who's taking notes? Come to the word taking notes. I'm curious. And if you're not taking notes, don't even come to the word I'm taking notes right now. Because I know 90% of you are not taking notes. You're not. You're not even writing it down. You're just listening. To be successful, you have to be a serious student. Like, you have to be very immense and immersed. Like today, you know what I'm going to do? What does a guy that's worth almost $40 million, what does a guy like that do? No TVs, no social media, work. That's it. Working on automation right now. And I'm working on my Dreamers app right now. And I'm working on reducing the leads that I'm sending to one of my companies called Done For You Services. I mean, what are you talking about? I'm working. Okay? My people, they're working. You know, everybody wants to be at the top. Everybody wants to make automatic income. Before you can make automatic income, you need to make income first consistently. Before you can make automatic income, you got to be an expert at something. And it takes years. I'm going to be honest with you. And this is going to hurt a lot of you. It's going to hurt your feelings because you're like, years? Fuck, it takes years. Years. You may do several things and they start to work and then they don't. It may take years to make your first million, to see it in the bank account. And I'm talking about years of sacrifice. It's years of working every day. Rich people, we don't have days off, weekends, especially people that want to be rich. Like when I was broke, when I didn't have any money, there was no days off. There's no Cinco de Mayo. Fuck that. It's no Easter Sunday. It's no Christmas. It's no Christmas Eve. It's no family reunions. It's no game nights. It's no happy hour. It's not going out to the club for your birthday or your whatever. I'm not going in. I'm not going to your wedding. I'm not going to your baby shower. I'm not doing anything. I'm working. And almost all of you don't even have $10,000 to your name. Because if you did, you should invest with me. Give me $10,000. Let me change your life financially. Let me bring you a part of my team. Let me teach you how to communicate. Let me teach you how to sell. Let me teach you how to be a virtuous man and a virtuous woman, that anything that you do, you get it instantly. Let me teach you how to do that if you have $10,000. If you can't part with it, that's a problem. That means you're afraid. Some of you have money in your bank account and it's just there, just for your peace of mind. But it's not doing nothing for you because you're afraid. You haven't even learned how to use money to make money yet. You'd rather have money in the bank account, in the savings, in the 401k until you turn 70 years old, talking about, I'm going to keep this till my retirement. To do what? Even if you had $100,000 or $50,000, that's not enough to retire. Then you're going to travel the world. If you do travel the world, you're going to travel the world coach, economy class. If you do travel the world, you're going to stay in 1- and 2-star hotels. You're not going to be able to spend the money how you want to spend it. To me, I don't know. That's not enjoyable. I'm trying to teach you how to live a phenomenal life. I'm getting ready to go to Bora Bora next week. Is that next week? No, yeah, week after next or whatever. Yeah. I'm out of here. Then I'm going to Jamaica with my kids for a week. Then I'm going to Hong Kong. Then I'm going to Vietnam. How do you think? Listen, I'm not trying to brag here, but I'm just giving you a glimpse of my life. Like, I'm traveling first class, period. Me and my baby, my boo, we travel first class. My children, we traveling first class. Okay, first class. I got a presidential suite just for my kids to go to Jamaica. Me and my children to go to Jamaica. That's going to be like maybe $40,000. For me and my boo to go Bora Bora, that's maybe $60,000. Like, you over there playing around. Many of you over there looking for coupons, looking for discounts, looking for hookups. That's a lot of you. We'll give you the hookup. Put me on. Well, teach me the game. I can't teach you the fucking game in a day. You know what I tell people when they meet me on the outside? They say, oh, hey, Wes, I seen your content. I love your content, man. Can you help me out? I send them to my Instagram. I say, get on my rents every night. It's midnight. Oh, man, it's late. I got to go to sleep. Okay, you're going to be broke for the rest of your life. You'll be average. If not broke, you'll be definitely average for the rest of your life. That happens with millenniums. Oh, man, I got to sleep. I got to be in bed by that time. You're lying. A lot of men like this. Because I have a lot of men that are my biggest fans, right? And men that say, oh, that's kind of late. I say it's not late for you when you're trying to get some vagina. Like, when you're trying to get laid at 12 o'clock, the right girl call you at 1 o'clock in the morning, you're going to go to her house. And you're telling me that you can't get on the rent talking to a multimillionaire that's going to help you and advise you for free? Stop it. Many of you, including you women as well, your priorities are so jaded. Okay? You don't even know what your priorities are. Oh, my priorities are my kids. What does that even mean? If you don't have any money, how is your priority your children if you can't provide for them properly? Your priority is yourself. You got to take care of yourself first. What does that mean? First thing, you got to make sure the finances are in order. How can you make your kids the number one priority if you can't take care of them financially? If you can't give them the life that they deserve to have? You got to take care of yourself first. You got to put yourself in a position of wealth first. And that wealth and abundance will start to lean off on your children. Does that make sense? And you know, the very interesting thing is all of you know this stuff. This is not new. This is not new information. Am I right? It's not new. I know some of you are thinking to yourself, like, I know this information. I'm still not doing it. And you keep saying, well, why am I not doing it? Why am I not doing it, Wes? I know this. I've read the books. I've listened to these audios before. I'm on your podcast. I'm listening to Joe Dispenza. I'm listening to Tony Robbins. I'm listening to Les Brown. I'm listening to Gary Vee, all these people. But why am I not doing anything? Why am I not consistent? I'm not going to give you my real answer. My real answer is you're a piece of shit. But I'm not going to say that. But to be very honest with you, when you ask yourself, well, you know, why am I not doing it? Because you have made a decision that you have no control over yourself. You've made a decision that you have no control of your attitude, your actions, your behaviors, nothing. And a person that doesn't have any control, or they feel they have no control over their attitudes, their actions, or their behaviors, that's just a piece of shit. I mean, how is it not? Because to me, it doesn't make sense to be or to have opportunities available to you all over the world and be a piece of shit, honestly. Like, there's no reason why you should be fat and overweight. There are millions of gyms on the planet. There's a gym in your area right now. And some of you are overweight and fat. That's a piece of shit. I mean, listen. I mean, you have good food. You can buy you some salad, some lettuce, some chicken breast, some fish. But you choose to be a piece of shit and eat donuts and cookies and spaghetti and hamburgers and hot dogs and pizza and drink alcohol. That's a piece of shit, because like the food is shit. So if the food is shit and you eating the food, I mean, you're a piece of shit. How are you not? There are millions of opportunities to make money today. Is there not? Millions of ways to make money. Money is the easiest thing to make, honestly, right now. That's the easiest thing. It's just so many ways to make money, especially through the internet. I mean, my God, it's an infinite amount of. But yet, even though we have an infinite amount of ways to make money, many of you have no money in your bank account. You're not making any money at all. I'm like, what? How? You don't even take money to make money. In today's time, it does not take money to make money at all. It takes work ethic. And you still have this piece of shit behavior. Oh, well, I don't know why it's not working. You know, I tried everything. Shut up. You have not tried everything. I can't stand when a person says, well, I've tried everything. Crying like a goddamn just useless individual. Then somebody said, that's why we're here with you. Yeah, but Mata, you're here with me, and you've been here with me before. But why are you not doing shit? That's my question. Like, how long do you want to be with me on these rants before you make a decision to take massive action towards your goals and dreams? Like, when do you just decide to sacrifice? When do you decide to say, fuck, enough is enough. I'm changing right now. Like, when do you decide to do that? Like, how long do you need to be around me on this live, with me before you make a decision to do something? Like, when does that happen? When do you have a conversation with the useless part of you and look at yourself in the mirror and say, you fucked up, but it's time to make some changes? Like, when do you ever do that? When do you take accountability? When do you take responsibility of what you got to do? I'm not going to do it for you. I'm just a vessel. I'm a tool in the toolbox. God put me on the planet to talk and to speak to people, to advise people. If you want to listen to my philosophy, he made the internet and made it available. He made me to talk to you. That's it. I can't make you do anything. And if you just want to listen to me, if that make you feel good and comfortable in the moment, and then after you get off the rant, you just continue to be a piece of shit, you're doing yourself a disservice. Does that make sense? Like, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's not on me. I'm not going to do it for you. I can give you information. I can expose you to esoteric information that maybe you have never been exposed to, but I can't make you do anything. Can't make you take the information and actually make it applicable to your life. I can't make you sacrifice smoking and drinking and bad behavior and bad attitudes and I can't make you take responsibility of your finances and be a better steward over your money. I can tell you and make you be financially astute. I can tell you to take that credit card and don't buy Gucci and Versace and go buy a book or go buy a program that's going to teach you something. I can't do that for you. I can tell you to stop buying Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Balenciaga, whatever you guys are buying, and knowing that you can't afford it. Okay? I can't do that. All I can do is talk to you and do my best to influence you, for you to realize that you're better than that. That if you believe that God put you on this planet for a purpose, comment the word amen if you believe that. Comment the word amen if you believe God put you on this planet for a purpose, to do something. Not to be lethargic, not to be lazy, not to be a degenerate, not to sit outside on your smoke break and smoke or drink something on a weekend. You were put on this planet to do something fascinating, to do something powerful, to do something life-changing. I don't know what that is. That's up for you to decide what it is. Don't ask me, well, Wesley, what is it? That's for you to make a decision, to discover what it is. Okay? You got to figure that out. But many of you are wasting time. How many of you in your 30s right now? Comment your age below. How many of you in your 40s and 50s? Comment your ages below. Like, do you not understand that you're running out of time? Like, the best time to work hard, the best time to sacrifice, to change right now is in the early years, okay? That's just the best time to do it. Many of you are getting older, okay? 3 decades, 4 decades, 5 decades of your life on this planet, and you have nothing to show for it. And some of you don't even give a damn. You don't even care. I know this one guy, he don't even care they have bad credit. He's 40 years old, got terrible credit, has no money in his bank account, still living from paycheck to paycheck, still just chasing women. I mean, just look horrible. Still overweight. Can you imagine being 40, overweight, chasing women, drinking a lot, right? Bad credit, in debt, got a child with a baby mama. They can't stand each other. Like, can you imagine having a life like that, men? And I know some of you in your 70s right now. You know, I like working with people in their 50s and 60s and 70s. Why? Because they're serious. You know, shout out to the individuals that are in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. They're serious. You know, because they realize that they made a lot of mistakes. How many of you that's over the age of 50, if you look back, you can see that you made a lot of mistakes? That if you could take it back, you would have made different decisions in your 20s. I want you to comment right now, because I want young people that's in their 20s right now, listening to in their 30s, I want them to see what people that are 50 plus, if they had an opportunity to make some changes in their past, they would have did different things. Look at the comments below. It's for my 20-year-olds, my teenagers and 30s. Because let me tell you something, you know, in your 20s, your 20-year-olds, you folks in your 30s, you're just screwing up your life. A lot of you, you're just following the herd, man. And you're gonna realize something. A lot of you say, well, I got a lot of time. I got my best years in front of me. No, you don't. You'll see. It's going to get worse based off your activity and your behavior and your attitudes today. You'll see. Just give it 5 years. Many of you think you got it all planned out. I got it all planned out, but yet your actions doesn't align with the plan. And you'll see. Any questions for me? But like I said before, no gains without the pain. Okay? If you're not willing to go through the pain, the long nights, and there'll be many nights, many days you're not going to make any progress. Many things you got to do over and over again until you get the result. And it's going to take years. I'm going to be honest, it's going to take years. Okay? It's going to take years. Come at the word, it's going to take years, period. I don't care what anybody tells you. They say, oh, it's a 3-month plan, 6 months to make millions of dollars. It's going to take years. Years, man. Years. Years. Just put that in your mind. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let anybody sell you the dream to tell you in 6 months that you're going to be rich, that you're going to be a multimillionaire. Years. It's years of consistency. Okay? Period. All of you, men and women, men, it's going to take years of sacrifice. I would advise you to stop chasing women. Let them chase you. Be the type of man that women chase. Be the type of man that women desire. Okay, don't be the man that's out there trying to figure out how to talk to women. Well, how do I talk to women? What do I do? What do I say? Fuck that. Get rich. Get wealthy. Get your body right. And they will come to you. They'll be looking at you. They'll be wanting you to approach them. Okay? Learn how to be the man that you can select what you want. Does that make sense? Women. If you want money, go get money. Okay, great. Go make money. You want to be rich? Go ahead. But to be rich, you're going to be a little masculine. I was going to be honest with you. You're going to be a little masculine, okay? Because it takes a lot of resilience. You got to be tough. You got to be hard to make a lot of money because you got to make a lot of decisions. You can't just be emotional, and women are emotional people. Okay? You got to be tough. Period. Okay? If you're gonna deal with men that are rich. If you want to be rich, that's smart enough. Like women, I'm gonna give you some great advice. If you want to be rich, don't deal with a man that's poor and broke and average. Why would you do that? Why would you deal with a man that has a job if you want to be rich and successful? It's just your preference. And don't let men on the internet tell you that, oh, see, all you women, you want too much. You women, you don't appreciate a man that works at McDonald's. Shit, I wouldn't either. If I was a woman, I wouldn't appreciate. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't tell my daughter to go date a man that works at McDonald's. It doesn't mean that he's not a good man. I hear this on the internet all the time. Men are like, well, I'm a good man. You know, I'm there. I'm loyal. I'm this, that, and that. Yeah, but you work at Target. You're not making any money. Like, where are your ambitions? Where are your goals? You can't even support yourself. It's not enough just to be a good man. See, that's what men don't understand. They keep talking about, oh, I'm a good man. I see this on TikTok. Oh, I'm a good man. See, women don't want a good man. Oh, fuck no. They don't. They want a great man. They want a fantastic man. They want an exceptional man. They want a virtuous man. That's what they want. They don't want nothing average. Who wants something average? Do you think people's destiny or women's destiny is to have an average man? Man, you need to stand up and learn how to be a man. And a man is a provider, period. You just got to get the money. You got to do whatever it takes to get the money. I don't care if it takes 10 years, 20 years, but you got to make the money. A man that does not have the amount of money in his life that he needs to be able to take care of himself or his woman or his family, you can't call that man is not a man. He may got a penis, that's about it. Biologically, he's a man, but he doesn't have the attributes or the traits of what a man should be. Because a real man gets the woman that he wants. Real men, you know when we say real men? Well, real men, they attract women all the time. It just happens that way all the time. Because he has the things that women want. But literally, a lot of you men, you keep complaining. Because these women are doing these videos about how they don't want to date a broke man. They don't want to date an average man. And they don't want to date this type of man. This one woman said, well, I don't want to date this one man approached me and he was ugly and blah, blah, blah. And what she was saying is the man is not well kept. You know, a lot of men, they take offense to that, especially black men, because it was a black woman that did the video. And they get offended to this. They get mad at this woman. What? You know what? She don't want to date an ugly man. She don't want to see this and that. Listen, first of all, what she's talking about, if you fucking think, you know, a lot of men, you have no emotional intelligence. Like, instead of reacting, you should think. You should never, first of all, comment on a woman's post about something that she said. She's not talking about you, first of all, but you want to comment on her. That means something that she said affected you. That means she's controlling you emotionally. Listen, what she's saying is she wants a man that's well kept. A man that smells good, looks good, put lotion on his body, take care of his face, good skin routine, take care of his hair, shaving, not bad breath. I mean, what are you talking? This is basic shit. A lot of you, man, your self-esteem is so low. You want a woman to take you for who you are, which is nothing. A lot of you, man, you're just a piece of shit. I'm being honest here. A lot of you, man, you're a piece of shit. And you want dime pieces. You want all these women to like you as you are. They're not. Some might be. Some women will. But some women are not going to tolerate it. Does that make sense? So, man, I suggest... Listen, man, I suggest that you begin to work on yourself. Okay? Like, work on yourself like you're working on building a house. Take your time. Make sure you have all the tools and start building yourself. Building your finances first. Your physicality. Go to the gym. Learn how to communicate. Learn how to talk. Learn how to have deeper conversations about life. Learn how to be or become a disciplined man. Have structure. Okay? Learn how to be a more positive person. Learn how to be proactive and not reactive. I mean, this is simple shit. This is not... Does that make sense? This is checkers, not chess. Okay? So I'm done. Listen to this again. This is the Sunday Mindset message here. If you got value, comment the word value below, please. Comment the word value if you got value. I know all of you are going to work today. I know all of you are going to do some great things today. I know this conversation this morning, I know it touched you, it affected you. I know some of you. And don't leave no negative comments. Only positive comments only. If you leave a negative comment, I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to block you. Positive vibes only. Okay? I don't care if I hit a nerve, I touched you in a way that you don't like. I don't care. So what? Maybe because it's true. Use that energy, especially, let me just talk to men for a second. Men, use your energy. Don't use your energy to comment on videos on the internet of women talking about you and how you need to level up. Use that energy to level up yourself. Like, use that energy to build yourself up. Don't use that energy trying to have a conversation with a woman that you don't know on the internet, trying to demean her and berate her. You don't even know her. Why are you mad? Why are you upset? Why are you trying to defending the average part of you? That's what you're doing. You know, you're trying to like, well, it's okay if I'm average. It's not a big deal if I work at the bank. Not a big deal if I have a job. Yeah, it's not. So why do you need to comment about it? Does that make sense? The worst thing a man can do is allow a woman to control him. That's the worst. If she can control your emotions and make you feel and make you do certain things, you got a problem, honestly. There's no woman controlling me at all. Never. Okay? No woman has no emotional control over me. I have total control over my emotions, despite what a woman or a man or anybody say. Man, you need to learn that. Okay? Hey, I love you. I want you to know that. Oh, DH is in the house. What's up, Day? What's up, DH? My princess. What's up, girl? That's my baby. She just joined, guys. Her name's DeAsia. I'm very proud of her. She is destined to be a nurse. She's moving forward towards becoming a junior. She's finishing up the sophomore year. She's hitting finals. So if you don't mind, can everybody just send her a congrats? Just say congrats, DeAsia. Comment below, please. Show her some love. That's my baby. She deserves it. She's so smart. She's so intelligent. She's gorgeous. And I'm very proud to be her father. She is something else. You know? So tell her, congrats, DeAsia. Congrats, Nurse Tibbins. Nurse DeAsia, do your thing, girl. I know you're doing your thing. And she's a D1 cheerleader, by the way. And she's a D1 cheerleader at her college. My God. You go, girl. I'm proud of you. Hey, I love all of you. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. Much love. Remember, these podcasts are available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Listen to them. Remember, repetition is the mother of skill. Anything that you want to learn, anything you want to assimilate, a part of your beliefs, you have to listen to it over and over again. And remember, you can download my app, Dream Riz. Dream Riz, if you don't like to meditate, if you find it hard to sit down and do nothing and meditate, get the Dream Riz app. Dream Riz, what it does, it uses song and music technology to reprogram your mind. If you want to install new beliefs inside of your mind, then Dream Riz is what you want to do. It's just like a song for your mind that it strips all your negative beliefs and installs the beliefs that you want. Hey, much love. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. No, it's Dream Riz. Let me type it below. It is Dream, R-I-Z-Z, Riz. Download it in the App Store. It's available right now for free to download. Try it out, test it. People love it. And I love that I have this opportunity to serve the world with this app, to give them an opportunity to program their mind in a way to help them win instead of lose, and to help them realize that they're destined for success and they're destined to become the man or woman that they're supposed to be. Much love. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin, and let's go.